Over the past few years, music streaming giant Spotify has been testing new features, and one recently made headlines that sparked some reasonable outrage. I am here to talk everything there is about Spotify Discovery Mode and what this might mean for the future of music artists. For some background, the Spotify Discovery Mode was originally announced in late 2020 while in development, with next steps having selective testing until it could be available to the general public. At first, only select artists and labels could use this feature for promotion. Even at the initial announcement, there was a lot of pushback due to the implications this could have on the overall music industry. Now in 2023, this feature is available to artists once requirements are met. So what is Discovery Mode? Discovery Mode is a feature that basically allows for your song to have more promotion in Spotify radio and autoplay, but comes at a cost. To have access to this, your tracks on Spotify must meet 3 requirements. 1. A participating licensor is the distributor of the track. For my artists out there, this means that your DistroKid, CD Baby, TuneCore, wherever you distribute your music from, needs to be in contract with Spotify to use Discovery Mode. Most common distributors are in license with Spotify, providing easy access to most. 2. The track needs to be on Spotify for at least 30 days, pretty self-explanatory. And 3. The track must have been streamed in radio or autoplay in the last 7 days. This requirement will limit the use of Discovery Mode, making it so not everyone meets the requirements, which I think is a good thing, to be honest, and I'll get into that in a moment. Radio means your song has been played on popular radio stations on the platform, and autoplay is when your song autoplays after a listener finishes a song or album and plays your song, which is said to be similar. Meeting these 3 requirements allow you to promote your track using Discovery Mode. In the past, Spotify has used editorial playlists as a way to promote tracks. By using Discovery Mode, this is more of an algorithmic approach to promotion, which in my opinion might be better for certain reasons. As for what this service costs, Spotify claims on their website there are no upfront costs, which I have an issue with. Yes, there is no upfront costs from Spotify to use Discovery Mode, but it will cost you 30% in royalties. For normal streams, Spotify takes 30% of earnings as commission, while the other 70% is paid out to artists, labels, publishers, whoever is involved with the track. When using Discovery Mode, Spotify takes an additional 30%, meaning Spotify will now be taking 60% of a song's earnings. A huge and risky jump that may or may not be worth it. While that is the cost that may be on the back end, there are some upfront costs that Spotify leaves out when promoting this service. Like I mentioned earlier, to access Discovery Mode, your song needs to be distributed by a licensed distributor like DistroKid, CD Baby, or TuneCore. Those platforms do typically have a yearly cost and provide different tiers for various features. If you want to use Discovery Mode, you might need to upgrade what tier you're on, providing an upfront cost for Discovery Mode, not on Spotify. I don't blame distributors for this, I just think Spotify should be a little more clear on it. Now that you know what Spotify Discovery Mode is, what does this mean for artists? There are definitely pros and cons for using Discovery Mode as an artist. More exposure versus better pay. Discovery Mode provides a short-term solution of getting more ears on your music, which of course is a good thing for an artist, but Discovery Mode won't build those long-term connections. That will be on the artist, as those connections can make or break a career. I don't want to dive into all the pros and cons for an artist. You can make that decision yourself. What I will talk about is the bigger issue at play. My biggest issue is Discovery Mode feels very pay to win. You have to pay in royalties in order to be shown more. Does this negatively impact those who don't pay? Questions like that need to be answered. Also, as Discovery Mode is opening up to all artists that meet requirements on Spotify, won't this negatively impact those already using it? If there is a pool of 1,000 artists and 100 of them initially use the service, they get more promotion because there is less competition. Now, what if another 100 joins in? 200 artists using Discovery Mode in total. That will limit the effect for each other and so on. This is happening at a larger scale, so eventually will artists need to give up even more to get the Discovery Mode Plus version to stand out from those already paying to stand out, this can go on forever. The only factor limiting artists from spamming discovery mode on every song is the third requirement of needing the song to have radio or autoplay within 7 days. However, I have a feeling that there will be some ways around this. I do see the benefits as an artist and why I would want to use this in select situations, but I do think things will not go as Spotify plans, which will create a mess for everyone involved. I need to remember that this is just a start, and hopefully there will be more development to iron out the service over the next few years. Even with that, I still don't like the pay to win feel that this has and the unknown that comes with giving up royalties. As the market gets more saturated with artists signing up for discovery mode, the effects will be felt much less. Overall, while Spotify discovery mode may provide short-term solutions for artists and even Spotify, there are a lot of issues and long-term consequences that need to be talked about. What are your thoughts on Spotify discovery mode? I am very interested in hearing this, as I feel there can be a lot of varying opinions. Let's talk about it in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.